My name is Rajie, and I'm back. I had black market injections in my cheeks, my temple area, my top lip, my chin, and along my jawline. And I have these huge golf ball sized nodules all over my face. Well, I guess if I was in Saudi Arabia, I could wear a burqa, but I'm here in America. I probably was about the age of 4 when I started to know that I wasn't acting like the other little boys. I would take the ball my dad got me and I'd put it in my stomach and I'd simulate pregnancy. So in about 2003, I was at a point in my transition that I felt like I needed to take it further. I did my face, my breast, my hips, and my buttocks. And about a year out, I had the horrible reaction in my face.
This one is probably sitting on top of a nerve that goes directly to your upper lip that elevates your upper lip. It's dormant. Leave them alone.
Operating on Rajie is risky. She'll get more tissue defects. She can have an infection. Nothing good will come out of it.
Anytime you need us, 24/7, we will be here.
Okay. I just thought I have to go on with my life. This is the best it's gonna be.
I've been thinking about this constantly for months and months, and I actually think we have a potential plan for you if you're interested.
Oh my God. When Dr. Dubrow called me, it really showed me that all things can truly be possible. I just want to hear some sort of good news, you know?
Something positive, I feel, is going to come out of it.
I'm looking ahead to my future and I'm seeing a rainbow. They're possibly going to be able to help me. I know that they're the best. And I know that they're going to do a fabulous job if they decide to operate. It's going to be a good thing, yes.
We've been doing this together for a long time, you and I, right?
Yep.
Where do you draw the line where a patient has a really significant problem and have been turned down by other surgeons, including potentially us, and we think, well, maybe we can help them?
There must be a reason for it.
There's a reason I'm telling you about this, okay? You remember Rajie, right?
Yes.
Wonderful Rajie.
Sweet lady.
Sweet lady.
We were afraid of causing an inflammatory response, yes.
Right. I have a potential plan for her that I want you to help me with. I know.
I'm a bit perplexed as to why Terry has Rajie coming all the way back for a consult from Florida. She had an inoperable problem.
She has been getting steroid injections by a good doctor, and I think she's at a place where we would consider actually helping her now. Let's talk to her and see where her head's at.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey!
Rajie's back.
How are you? Nice to see
Nice
you.
to see you.
Give us a hug.
Oh,
Come on, it's
great to see you.
Thank you.
Hi, Mom. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm Sandra
Terry
Nassif.
Dubrow.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Dr.
Nice
Nassif.
to meet you.
I'm a bit anxious because after they told me that they couldn't really do anything for me, I just kind of found some sort of acceptance. And now I'm like, what has changed?
I'll be honest with you. I've been thinking about you every day since we met you.
Flattery will get him everywhere, okay?
Just so you know, Mom, we brought her in because we think she's reached a point, potentially, that we can actually really help her and minimize the risks at the same time. I think you've had the steroid injections, which have helped to localize the inflammatory process and these masses, and the risk-reward ratio is in your favor.
It just boggles me how another human being could inject Fix-A-Flat, cement, super glue, and mineral oil, and knowingly doing that.
Up until recently, transgender people had to do their transitioning basically behind the scenes. Dark alleys and back rooms, the back of beauty shops. I'm a parent. I can't even imagine the emotions Rajie's mom felt when Rajie was going through these injections. So she's a really important part of the equation. Not only do we have to sell this to you, I have to sell this to my partner.
Right.
So that I get all of his amazing education, training experience to help me, because we need to combine everything we have.
It's a team effort.
It's a team
I know,
effort.
I know.
We want to take you in the exam room and really see where they're at today.
Okay, so I get to take off my clothes again?
No, you don't need to take off your clothes.
Oh, darn it.
The day we graduate medical school, we say, doctor, do no harm. Rajie has never been offered a surgical solution because the risks outweigh the potential benefits. So I have to make sure my plan is a conservative one, it's a smart one, and it doesn't take any undue careless risks with Rajie's face. So, these are the two things we're worried about. Number one, if we go in there and try to remove these, we activate the inflammatory process and turn your face into an inflammatory mess.
Oh.
Number two, we're worried that the masses encase all the muscles, nerves, and blood vessels, and taking them out would do a lot of damage to the skin and potentially could hurt your nerves. Dr. Nassif can examine your left side while I do your right, and then we'll switch.
I'm going to be double teamed.
Yes.
By doctors at that.
That's right.
I've come a long way, baby.
Those steroid injections have really reduced any kind of inflammatory response and have really localized these things. Rajie's nodules in her face have been treated with very judicious injections of steroids, which has stabilized them from an inflammatory point of view.
Yeah, especially these two right here. Feel them. They're very circumscribed.
Yeah.
Last year, surgery was an option. Now, Terry may be onto something. I mean, they feel a lot better.
So, how do we know that we're not going to wake the sleeping dragon? What we can do is start out with a relatively safe area where there's no motor nerves that can be affected that can mess up your smile. Make an incision, remove any masses we find, and wait. The chin exploration is really one, potentially, of many procedures that may follow if she heals. Then we start getting towards these larger masses. We may then take one out, take two out, tighten you a little bit that time. Or if they're coming out really beautifully,
Take them all out.
take them all out, do a facelift, and done. It could be one step and out, or one step would lead us to step 2, which could lead us to step 3 and 4 and 5. What I'm talking about is getting you to the point where you look like that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the Rajie that I see when I see you. That's what I would call normal. I would call that pretty, actually.
Yes, what a difference, yes.
I just sense that your face is ready. I think I've got my partner in,
Yes, okay.
on with me.
I feel good.
He feels good. I think this is something we can really do that uses the best of both of us.
It's wonderful. I'm so grateful. I really am. Okay,
you.
see you soon.
See you soon.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, Raj.
I'm here for surgery today.
Okay, go ahead and sign in and we'll get you taken right back.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I'm a little nervous because I don't know if this is going to be the first and last surgery, but this is the first step for me to finally be the woman I've always wanted to be. Is this my opportunity to finally do a table dance for you too?
Yeah.
On the operating room table.
Yeah, well, now you've got an IV in, so.
I have to let Terry have this one because he's been thinking about Rajie for months now. We both can do faces, and we're opening up possibly a can of worms. And Terry wants me there to look at the tissue that is in the chin area.
This is all about exploration today. This is a very safe area that's very easy to numb up. So we're gonna do this under local, right?
Right.
But if you feel you want Dr. Mess to give you a little something, we'll give you a little something, okay? Let's go find out what's in there, okay?
Let's do it, girl.
Let's do it.
Today's procedure will tell us whether or not we can move forward and help Rajie. First, we will begin by making an incision under her chin and start the debulking process by extracting abnormal tissue and sending a specimen to pathology for examination. Finally, we will contour her chin to give it a more narrow and natural appearance. I'm really worried about, are we gonna open up Pandora's box?
I don't think so. I don't know. Just for
Well,
some
if
reason,
we
I
knew
don't
that,
feel
we would do the larger procedure first.
it. Yeah.
Focus. If you feel anything you don't like, just say ow, and I will instantly stop and give you some more numbing, okay? I plan on doing potentially many, many procedures on her. I don't want to waste my general anesthesia time doing a smaller procedure. The only pain you might feel is when Dr. Nassif talks.
Oh, okay.
And that's a pain I've been feeling for years, okay?
Yeah, it really does look a lot better. You're doing such a beautiful job.
Okay, we're done. All right, sweetie?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that was easy, right? Okay. Rajie's a star. She handled this first surgery so well. I know there is a successful place in the future for Rajie and her face.
I'm feeling pretty good. I think it looks really great. But I just want to hear they're going to say, let's go for step 2,
Hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How is
You look
this?
fantastic.
Thank you.
Swollen, but that's it. Looks good.
Rajie's 5 days out from her surgery. Her wound looks like it's healing with no signs of any adverse problems. I really want to give her the opportunity to move forward and get her where she really wants to be with her face. The biopsy is made of fibroadipose tissue and a small amount of skeletal muscle, showing surrounding granulomatous inflammation with prominent lipophages, chronic inflammation, and reactive fibrosis. No foreign body is identified. So basically what that means is you have cellular reaction to the foreign body material, but you didn't have any foreign body in there. If I could have sort of scripted out what I would want the pathology to say, that's what the pathology says. We're a go, we're a green light.
We're a green line. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, that isn't to say it isn't going to be difficult, but we are good. Okay, so that's exactly, I needed that piece of information.
God. Thank you. I am ready to grab Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif and pull them into the OR right now. I'm ready.
We're in a new frontier.
I think I'm ready. I'm here to see Dr. Dubrow for surgery.
Exciting. Go ahead and sign in.
Okay, thank you. The first surgery was fantastic. I know after the surgery, I'm gonna be one hot woman. There'll be looks, but they won't be looks of disdain. Finally, they'll be like, damn, she's fine.
This obviously has healed very nicely, hasn't it?
I think so.
We're gonna go into this very cautiously optimistic. I just knew in my heart there's a way to make this work, okay?
I don't take any of this for granted.
No, I know you don't. I brought Rajie all the way out here to help her. But I'll be honest with you, I'm scared. What if all those surgeons who have turned Rajie down were right? We're going where no man has gone before,
Whoa.
inside of your cheeks.
I've heard that before.
For Rajie's second surgery, we'll start by making incisions behind her ears, and then I'll elevate the skin off her cheekbones, exposing the nodules. I will then use an orthopedic saw to remove pieces of the foreign material, leaving some intact to not disrupt the surface skin. Finally, I'll perform a standard facelift, tightening her skin and giving her cheeks a normal contour. When all is said and done, Rajie's face will have the smoother appearance she deserves. The reason Paul's not helping me in the second surgery is that the facelift is really a one-man job. There's a very limited amount of space and instruments that are involved.
It's important to understand that Rajie is actually genetically a male. And genetic males have something that females do not have in their face, and that is literally millions more hair follicles.
All those hair follicles with their associated blood vessels, her chance of developing a postoperative bleed called a hematoma is extremely high. I have to really keep a very close eye on her in terms of activating any immune inflammatory response.
So far it looks just like the chin in here in terms of tissue planes in the foreign body.
Yeah.
What?
I just heard like a gurgling.
You hear gurgling?
Yeah.
Did you? She waking up a little bit?
Yeah. This is not good.
I did not like that. I did not like that.
When a patient wakes up during surgery, it's kind of alarming because sometimes they may not know where they are. They may start thrashing around. Their blood pressure can go up because of anxiety, and you sort of lose control over your surgical field. So it's really important to have the patient calmly under anesthesia.
Okay. All right, back to business.
What was that noise?
Concrete.
Yikes.
I am not used to chopping through concrete in the middle of someone's soft tissue. This is a really uncomfortable feeling.
Can I have a saw? This is concrete.
It's not very common that a plastic surgeon gets to use an orthopedic bone saw. On the one hand, this is super weird. On the other hand, this is super cool. This is sort of the worst place these cheek masses could be. I'm so far into Rajie's face that my regular instruments don't even reach them.
Oh, Rajie, give it up. Let's see.
I've lived a life of having people look at me and judge me, the gawking, the laughing. There were times where I thought, you know, am I gonna make it through this?
And a journey, huh?
Right?
Gosh, this is a beautiful ending of the journey.
I haven't seen Rajie for several weeks. I hope she's happy.
Before my surgery, I was known as Cinder Blockarella. I didn't feel like a woman. I felt like a monster. Now, thanks to Dr. Dubrow, I finally feel like the woman that I've always wanted to be. I want to thank my mom. Thank you for all the years of love and support. I'm really, truly blessed to have a mom like you.
Thank you.
Thank you. To doctors, I mean, the fact that you took time out of your busy schedule tonight to come and be here for this moment means the world to me. As bumpy as my road has been, I'm about to embark on a new road, and this road's gonna be a lot smoother. I know where true beauty is. I know that it's inside. You don't judge a book by its cover, but I will say this, it's pretty damn good to have a revamping of my cover. And they've really given me like a whole new future. Dreams do come true.
Incredible. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
So welcome.
Now that we've helped Rajie's face, I think that she'll be able to really put forth her message and help people going through transgender issues in a way she never could before. You know, I thought about you for over a year, and I saw you deeper than anything on your surface. You know, I saw the real you. But I just figured there was a way to get the beauty on the outside reflected the beauty on the inside, and I think we found a way to do that.
You did.
And up until this point, you have a problem similar to Rajie's. That's a problem that's too risky to take on. And now Rajie has given us the ability to provide hope to people who are in similar circumstances, because this is more common than you think.
You look great, by the way.